Hey guys, I'm back with my diary. This is, well, let's say day 0. A bit more than a week has passed, but anyway, let's say it's day 0. A lot of things have happened, and actually last time I was talking about how I get stressed about everything. Afterwards I realized that actually I have a reason to get stressed because I was doing a lot of things for the first time in my life. For example, I had to organize a hen party for my cousin. That was new, I've never done it before. Then I participated in a photo shooting, which is, well, kind of did it, but like I'm not like I have a lot of experience, and actually it was really exciting, but again something new, and actually it was on the same day as the hen party I organized, so like also had to like jiggle with time and things and organize stuff. So but at the end both of them was a lot of fun. You can still see the decoration from the hen party, those beautiful hearts that maybe I shouldn't have put up there, but anyway, so I still have some balloons all over the place because I was like, I felt sorry for like poking them and throwing them away. Yeah, the flat is still a mess. Because then afterwards, this happened on Saturday, then on Tuesday I held a workshop. We were doing flower arrangement. I show you, I just did it and I did a video, so we were doing something like this and I loved it. Actually, I have to say that this is the 5th workshop that I'm doing, but this was 5th, 6th, I don't know, anyway, this was the first one with like flowers, like live flowers, and it was amazing because I just remembered that this was something that I really wanted to do for years. I have been talking about this to my friends, that I want to do like flower arrangements and bouquet and whatever workshops, and they were like, yeah, go and do it. I'm like, yeah, but you know, this and that and whatever. So for like years I've been just talking and thinking about it, and finally I did it, and it was such an amazing feeling. Honestly, the girls loved it, and everyone did like really beautiful things. I was actually amazed, you know, like they didn't like learn it before, or they didn't go to school. It's just maybe I was explaining it really well, but anyway, everyone did really nice things, so I loved it. Everyone went away with like a big smile and happiness, that they really felt relaxed and a bit like out of all the COVID stress and work stress and whatever. We just had like a really nice evening together, and with a really nice environment and talking and chatting, of course wearing the mask, so actually that was quite funny, explaining things with something all over my face, but anyway, so I loved it. It was really good. Afterwards, when people left, I was like, yay, and actually started to have some tears because it was just such an emotional moment that I did it. This was something that I really wanted to do for a long time, and I did it and people loved it, and it was, yeah, it was amazing for me. And actually the reason why I was stressed about this is like how I'm gonna get the flowers, because I have to go to a flower market to get them and I don't have a car, so I took them by public transport. Actually almost missed the train, so I almost missed the whole thing, but luckily I still had half an hour to like sort out everything. I'm actually quite proud of myself. In half an hour I bought everything, I decided what things I want to buy, and I bought them and I was done. So maybe it's better this way, otherwise I would have spent like 3 or 4 hours just like picking things and matching them together and deciding what to buy. But I did it, and wait, I'm gonna show you how I brought the flowers, because I bought a lot of things, so you cannot really put them in a bag, you cannot really put them anywhere, so I got like a big plastic, big paper box. Wait, let me show you, it's quite funny. So I had to like take that on public transport, which made me feel a little bit miserable. One sec. Can you see it? Yeah, so this was the box I got to bring back the flowers. So that was quite funny on the train and then on the tram. But on the train there was one guy who helped me to carry it. And then once I got to the city center, no one really cared. Everyone was just looking at me like, oh, what is she doing? Anyway, so that made me feel a little bit miserable, but then I was Because, you know, it's easy to think like, okay, I'm 29, I don't have a car. Why I don't have a car? Like every normal adult person has a car and it would be so much easier and blah, 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 blah. But then I tried to like reframe it in my head that like, okay, I don't have a car, I will have a car at some point, but I still solved it, I managed it. Even if on public transport, at least I'm lucky that there is public transport, that I could still manage it this way. So anyway, who cares? The flowers were here, they survived, and it's all fine. So I was like trying to see it this way, which is difficult, but I guess it worked, because afterwards I was really, really happy and I didn't care about the box or anything anymore. And even some of the girls offered, who participated in the workshops, that next time they would be happy to help to carry things. So actually they were really nice, and they were also saying that they want to come more, we should do some Christmas stuff together, and I should organize workshops like regularly, so they could come like every so often after work. And it was really, 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 really good. So that was an amazing experience. And then afterwards, this was on Tuesday, then on Thursday I went again to the flower market, luckily now with help, because I had to buy more flowers for my cousin's wedding, because I was doing her bouquet and I was doing the gifts for the parents, and then also the bouquet she was throwing away. And what else did I, yeah, and also for the groom, that little thing that they put here, that took the most time to figure out which 3 flowers to put together, 3 anyway, and which leaves and how I'm gonna fix it. And because yeah, I've only done it once before, and yeah, it was an amazing feeling, just like putting those flowers together. And I posted a picture on Facebook and I got like 120 likes or something on that bouquet, and I was so surprised, because you know, usually you get likes if you like the boobs are out, or if you are doing a beautiful picture with like posing or whatever. And it wasn't nothing, no one was, there was a dog on it, so maybe that's the reason. But anyway, a lot of people commented that like how beautiful that flower is, how beautiful that bouquet is, and I shouldn't take it apart, because I was thinking to take it apart and start it again, because of course it has to be perfect, it's my cousin's wedding and it's a wedding bouquet, it has to be perfect. Anyway, I didn't take it apart. She loved it, and also her mom and the groom's mom were like talking to me for like 15 minutes of like how beautiful the flowers are, how amazing the colors are, and they're really, really nice. And it was an amazing feeling. It was really worth it to like make them happy, see how happy they, not just them but everyone else, they got from the flowers, and how much they liked it, and how much my cousin liked it. So it was really, really a nice experience. But I realized it takes more time than I thought. Surprising. And it's also more tiring than I thought. Surprising. And then I also realized that if I had to do flowers 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, or more or less anyway, maybe I wouldn't love it anymore. Because if I had to do it with thinking of like, I have to be efficient, I have to use like the cheaper flowers so I can make more profit on it, I have to be like, I have to do the bouquets in a short time, in the shortest time possible, because that's how you get effective, and that would kind of take the pleasure away. And then I also made me think that, okay, maybe, I don't know the answer, I'm just thinking out loud, maybe if it's work is always going to have things that you don't enjoy that much. Actually, I didn't know this expression, shit sandwich, like what is the shitty part that you are deciding or willing to take so you can do the things that you like. When I heard this, I did actually thought about a sandwich, a shitty sandwich. So I thought like, what is your shit sandwich? Like Subway? But anyway, so maybe I just need to accept that. Or maybe I just need to like acknowledge that I don't want to be a full-time florist, which is kind of, I know, because I know that if I have to do these kind of creative things with the mindset of doing a lot of them, or doing it like as efficient as possible, or kind of, you know, in a like a machine, that kind of takes the fun and the creativity out, and then I don't enjoy it that much anymore. So maybe I just need to like find that balance, that I don't do it all the time, but I do it like as many times that it still makes me happy, but there are other different things that I'm working on. So it's a good mixture of a lot of things I enjoy, so I don't get bored of any of it, because actually that's another thing, I get bored really easily. So, you know, these are just the questions that I'm thinking. I'm figuring out things that, like, how this is gonna work, and yeah, I don't know. So and the other thing I was thinking about is I've been really, really busy in the last 1.5 weeks, like really super busy. And I've realized that actually I think I could be happily like a busy bee forever, doing things I enjoy, doing things for charity, doing things for fun, but not making any money out of it, because I have to admit, like, I haven't really, yeah, with the workshop I did, but all the other activities for free and for fun, which is fine. But then, you know, it's kind of a, when you don't have another job, when you take it as it, yeah, that should be your job, but you're not making money with it, that's a bit of a weird feeling, or also like brings up questions of like, okay, but then how am I going to make my living with these things? But actually we were just talking with friends yesterday, and we all agreed that this is an investment period at the beginning, and it's really true. You never know what can come out of these things that you participate in, maybe for free, but then maybe a month later a friend is gonna call you from that activity that they saw it and they liked it and then want you to come again, or you will have contacts. And I mean, it's always, you cannot really predict these things, and it's only the kind of my experience and the experience of other people that makes me believe that it is really how it works. You never really know what can come out of all the things that you participate in, especially if you give for free, you put your heart in, that somehow you will get it back in a way, because that's how it works. So like, I'm not kind of worried about that, but still makes me like question that, okay, what's the point, or when is the point when I can actually start making money, like proper money out of all these things? But yeah, I need to be patient. Back to this thing again, I need to be patient, and I need to accept that this is gonna be a slow process to build all these things up. And it kind of feels like when you are in the dark and trying to find your place and trying to like find that, okay, that's something you know, that's another thing that you know, and eventually you find your way out, but you have to like touch all the things around you and figure out where those are. It feels a little bit similar of like just trying out things, just, you know, let's do an Instagram post, let's do a workshop, let's see what comes out of it, let's have a plan and let's try to do that. Well, still I don't have a plan, so I have to really sit down and figure out at least, okay, how many workshops I need to do until end of December, or what is that I want to achieve in a year, so at least I know that I have a path, not just like getting lost in everyday activities, which is really easy to do. But anyway, yeah, it just feels really insecure, and it feels like it's a game, but you have to like learn to enjoy this game, or have to like accept that now it's uncertain, because it is what it is and you cannot change it. You really need to be patient, and you really need to strongly believe that the little steps that you are making will then eventually pull themselves and put themselves together, and something will come out of it. It's like when you put a puzzle together, you cannot like cannot put every piece together at the same time. You have to do it one by one. And starting is like, it's the most difficult. Where to start? You put one, and then you try to find another one that is connecting, and then maybe there is another part when what you like start to piece together. Then you have to learn, like, have to figure out what is the connection, and little by little you like progress, and then it gets easier and easier because there are less and less pieces missing, and eventually you are done with the whole piece. And then you don't understand why you thought at the beginning that it was difficult, because you have done it, but it's not. This whole feeling is just really, is that an expression, walking on thin air? Maybe not, but probably that's how it feels. And you just need to really, really trust and believe that that's the process, and it's okay. And and eventually you will put the pieces together, even if at the moment it feels like it's impossible or really difficult. But yeah, another thing that I already mentioned in the previous video is that if you do things from here, if you do things that you really feel like coming from here and you believe in them, and you do believe that that's a step closer to something, but you don't always look at what's the result of that little one action, but you do believe that that is something that the best you can do for today, for that moment, then that's fine. But yeah, I'm trying to not convince myself, because like deep down I know this is true, but it's just difficult in every single day to accept this, that I'm not gonna solve the world and solve everything in one day, but maybe this is gonna be 6 months or longer or whatever, and this is like an adaptation and investment period. And everyone was telling me that don't worry, this is like this, and then it's gonna start, and then it's gonna be, you're gonna be busy and it's all gonna be fine. And yeah, I do believe in that. It's just yeah, I guess all these insecurities and uncertainties and not really fixed things in my life right now, that makes it difficult, but it is exciting. And I did have the feeling after the workshop I did that like, yes, this was a good decision, even if it's uncertain, even if like I don't know what is the next step, I have no clue, but I feel like I'm on the right path, and that's something I haven't really felt before. So I did have the feeling that it was a good decision to quit, even if I left my super well-paid job, and I don't have like a secure salary anymore. I got the last one this month. So yeah, but I still had the feeling that this was a good decision, and this is like my path. So that was definitely a positive feeling. So I guess that's all I wanted to say now. Thank you very much for listening, and if you are interested in my adventure or journey or whatever, or you think just it's interesting, or you have similar feelings, then I'm really happy that you are joining. I'm really happy if you like it, and if you could support me with subscribing, I think it's there, then that would be great. Thank you very much. Bye bye.